know, Hollywood has made some poor judgments in the last couple of years. From needless reboots and sequels to casting Daniel Radcliffe in absolutely anything. With calls of racism and whitewashing, the gods of film have been walking on thin ice of late. Every step scrutinised by those with their finger on the I'm offended trigger, ready to fire off a barrage of tweets and emails about not enough black people, and why does that Asian guy know kung fu? But what goes on behind the scenes of these social justice clusterfucks? Well, as expected, it's just a lot of bitching, as Danny Fernandez shows us while giving her account of auditioning in Hollywood and how being an overly offended fuckhole can cost you a job.
Scene one, take one, Mark.
I haven't worked in media for a while now, but I'm pretty sure even nowadays you're supposed to cut that bit out.
Hi, I'm Danny Fernandez. I am a host, a writer, a comedian.
Okay, a professional comedian. This should be a proper crack then, right? No, of course not. I haven't heard of her. In a world that is crying out for more female comics minds, so she must suck.
And a dog mom.
Yeah, there we go. In her defense, she never said she was a good comedian. But look, they've coloured the letters to signify the races in America, and it's all inside the lines. Well done, guys.
People think that Hollywood is super progressive and super diverse, but Hollywood actually has a racist underbelly.
Well, your skin is slightly brown, so if you're saying it, then it must be true, right? That's how it goes, isn't it?
It's something that I like to call underhand racism or subtle, passive-aggressive, sneaky racism.
You don't get to use the word sneaky when you cover your jump cuts with what is quite frankly a fucking shit animation.
You know that scene in La La Land?
Never seen it.
Where Emma Stone was auditioning for the casting directors and she was super embarrassed.
Thank you.
I can do it a different way.
No, that's fine, thank you.
As someone who has had many an audition, I can say that is 100% accurate. If he'd have said, we'll let you know, then the realism would have been through the fucking roof.
I almost wish that they had cast a person of color there, for many reasons.
Yeah, you don't have to explain that one. We all know why you wanted a non-white person to take that role. Unlucky for you, Emma Stone is a fucking solid actress. She could play Joseph Stalin, and she'd nail it.
But one of them is so that you could see what our auditions are like, because those can be totally different.
Okay, so I'm guessing instead of performing the lines in front of a casting director and a camera, you have to do some kind of tribal dance? Your headshots have to be etched in ivory and delivered on the back of a virgin? I'm getting the feeling you need to shut the fuck up, Danny. Or I do. Or both.
I had an audition and it was for a casting associate who was a white male.
Why is that important? Why do you even need to mention that? He's the casting director. He's behind the camera. His skin color doesn't matter. It's you who's auditioning for a role which is based on appearance. Skin color only matters when you're in front of the camera. I know you're in front of a camera now, but seriously, lay off it for 10 minutes, will you?
After I did my take, he said, can you do it and be more, Mexican? And I was thinking, okay, so you mean like in Spanish? And he was like, no, can you do it, but be like Mexican?
Oh right, okay, so play up to the stereotype a bit. Shouldn't be a problem. You are an actress, aren't you? Ham it up. Gild that motherfucking lily. If I got asked to be more British, I'd just be all, oh, hello there, egg and chips, lickety spit, and tea with the Queen. Easy.
And I was kind of at a loss.
Oh, wow, shit actress then. Actually, no, shit person. All you had to do was ask, what do you mean? But that depends on how much you want the paid work, really, doesn't it?
Because I'm thinking like, okay, my dad is Mexican, my grandparents are Mexican immigrants.
And that would all be fantastic if they were there auditioning with you, but this moment was all about you and your ability to take direction, which, I'm guessing you didn't get the job.
My brothers, my cousins, we're all college educated and we're Mexican.
What do you mean were? Why the past tense? What did you do to them?
What do you mean? What do you mean be more Mexican?
Hey, well done, Danny. That is how you ask that particular question. I'm proud of you. Aw, she's learning, guys.
I feel like there's a layer of thinking that Mexican people are not educated. And like I said, all of my siblings and my cousins were all college educated and we're Mexican. And my family is from Mexico.
Where the fuck oh, fuck's sake, they're doing the cartoon thing again. Where does education come from? He wanted you to exaggerate the character, Danny. I wasn't even there and I can see that's what he was getting at. He doesn't care about your family and their fucking degrees. He wants to see you act.
And so I did my favorite thing, which I highly recommend if you ever find yourself in a situation. Okay, white guy.
You called the casting director white guy. You do realize they talk to other casting directors, don't you? That is how you get blacklisted. Or brownlisted. Fuck, I don't know, but what a stupid thing to say. Aspiring actors and actresses in my audience, don't listen to her, right? She won't be working for long.
Why don't you show me what more Mexican looks like to you? Why don't you act out what more Mexican is to you?
Because you are the one auditioning, fucko. You've proven you either can't or just refuse to act as anything other than yourself. You can't take direction, and now you're wasting the man's time by asking him to act for you when he's got a corridor full of Mexican women waiting for their turn.
Because odds are it's going to be racist as fuck.
Why? Because the guy can likely act more Mexican than you can. No one is being treated as inferior, and let's not forget you just fucking asked him to. And you opened a sentence with "okay, white guy" to the bloke who decides whether or not you get the job, so I don't think you should be throwing these words around. But at the same time, you fucked that audition now, haven't you? Might as well go nuts.
I see this all the time. I see this in scripts that I get to this day.
Oh, fuck off. Are you still getting scripts? I bet your agent dropped you after that display of ignorance.
I don't even think that it crosses their mind that Mexico has lawyers, has CEOs, has doctors and businessmen.
Just no actresses, apparently. At least none that will play a fucking Mexican.
No, when they write a Mexican character, they write the cookie maintenance worker.
Ah, Consuela, I don't know how you've only just picked up on Family Guy being astoundingly politically incorrect. It's not a new thing, Danny. But I guess you only care when it's about Mexicans, right? Actually, Mexico has quite a lucrative show business of its own. Maybe you should fuck off there.
The tatted up drug dealer.
Oh, you don't want to mess with Tuco, Danny. He will fuck you right up. And that's from Breaking Bad, which was set in New Mexico and is about bad people and drugs. So a Mexican drug dealer isn't really all that far a reach, is it? Or are you just pissed off because you weren't in that show either?
The exotic girlfriend who can barely speak English.
This is the book of knickknackers.
She's Colombian, you fuck up! And don't you dare go after Modern Family. I love that show. Cam is a stitch. And actually not gay, but you don't see the LGBT collective going mental over that, do you? Like straight washing or something. But you see how she's playing up the accent and shit. It's acting, Danny. Just try that instead of getting outraged, you know? See if you get anywhere with it.
You know, they want Sofia Vergara. I hear that all the time. She's Colombian.
Oh, so you do know? Then why use her as an example? Or could you not find one? Don't worry, that's filmmaking for you. Cold tea instead of whiskey, mashed potato instead of ice cream, and if you can't get a horse, use a cow. It's all about appearance, Danny. It's not racist, it's telling a fucking story.
Not the same thing. Just because you're Latino doesn't mean that they're Mexican.
Then why use her as an example of a Mexican stereotype? Fucking hell, do you not see how you're shitting all over yourself here?
What a lot of people don't understand
Is that when someone talks, the animation's mouth is supposed to move in time with the words.
is that yes, there are some roles for Latinos in television and film, but they're still largely stereotypical.
Well, yeah, they will be, you dumbass. Stereotypes come from somewhere, they aren't baseless. It happens to everyone. And when you walk into an audition, it's normally decided whether you'll get shortlisted before you even open your mouth. Appearance, yeah? Don't have a go at films for not being real, that's just retarded.
A lot of these roles are what white people think Latinos are. The stories about doctors doctors and lawyers and businessmen.
Sounds fucking boring. Give me a sassy maid any day. Do you forget this shit has to be entertaining too? Otherwise it's failed horribly. And having a character who's a lawyer or a doctor or whatever, but their main feature is that they're Mexican would be a step in the wrong direction, don't you think?
We don't see those with Mexican people. We don't see those with Latino characters.
In Mexico you do. Again, fuck off there. See how far you get when you're surrounded by people just like you. Being different is an advantage in show business, so if the occupation of the characters you're playing is such a big deal to you rather than acting for a fucking living, piss off to Mexico. There are plenty, and I mean plenty of people who will take your place.
Those stories still haven't really been told. I got cast a lot as Latino mom.
Well, you are a woman, so you will play a mother at some point, if you don't call the casting director a fucking Nazi or something.
And the maid. That's still, you guys, the maid is still out there.
Little, if I had a dime for every dime you stolen from me, I'd have a real servant instead of...
Come on, Mavis. You could be manager.
A third example? Really? Don't you think that's overkill? I know your comedy improv classes told you to stick to 3s, but there are exceptions.
He's your gardener, why you don't tell him?
Lucy, you know I don't speak Mexican.
So, in order to battle this stereotype, you're gonna have to stop Mexican women from being maids, because that's where the idea comes from. It's relatable, as is all good entertainment. And I don't know if you've ever tried to stop a Mexican woman from doing something, but I don't think it's possible, man. Bitches are mental.
We still, that role is still casting now as the Mexican maid.
So fucking what? I've had some fucking humiliating roles in my time that I can relive to this day through the magic of DVD. But I still took them, because acting all indignant doesn't put food on the fucking table, Danny. And I fucking smashed them too. You need someone to be a tree? I got you, fam.
I have people saying that I'm not Mexican enough.
No, you didn't. You were asked to fucking act. Remember that skill performers have where they pretend to be someone else? I know you do because you're acting like a steaming little fuck up right now. Could be method though. Very Stanislavski.
How? I'm literally half. I'm half Mexican. I'm half white. I feel like it's like this stereotypical version. Mexican people come in all different colors, shapes, sizes, hair.
That may well be the case, Danny, but you're arguing about film, where image is the most important thing. White cowboy hat means good guy, black cowboy hat means bad guy, yeah? Here's how a production meeting would go if you were in it. Why can't the Mexican maid be a female CEO? Because it says she's a maid in the fucking script. Who the fuck are you anyway? Security! That's how that would go.
We're also not all from East LA. Some of us are from San Diego.
Okay, you're just being stupid now.
I understand that there's some truth to it. I just wish that people understood that we don't all come in this singular box.
Danny, everyone knows that. No one is looking at Game of Thrones and thinking, well, damn, I better stay the hell away from Britain because this show is based on that place, and fuck, they've got dragons there. And midgets. People immerse themselves in fiction to get away from life, Danny, not to be reminded of it. Give it a go. It might make you less of a cunt.
That we can be varying shades. Yeah, I feel like we're pigeonholed, and if you're not exactly this over-exaggerated Mexican character, then you're not Mexican enough.
Yes, it's called typecasting, and a lot of people make a lot of money off of it. Embrace it, woman. I've got a proper evil-looking face, right? So I always get cast as villains. I don't ask the director if we can give the character a fucking teddy bear or have him work in a care home to show a softer side. That's not my job. I'm there to read the lines as if I've just thought of them. That's it. And preferably look good while doing so. So shut the fuck up and do your job, or it won't be your job for very long. Thanks for watching, guys. Please consider becoming a patron as my agent requested it. The link is in the description, and remember, the secret to success is sincerity. If you can fake that, you've got it made.